Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I have been solving data sufficiency problems for GMAT out of this book here, the official guide, the GMAT review, the 12th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. The problem that I'm about to solve, the data sufficiency problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you're going to find on page number 273, page 273, data sufficiency number 5. This is the tag GMAT-12E for the 12th edition, page 273, data sufficiency. Before I start the problem, let me quickly remind you what I talked about already in the first 4 clips, in the 1 through 4 and the intro. By the way, if you have not watched the intro, it's a good idea to do so. GMAT 12th edition, data sufficiency, intro. Just to type in that tag and it will pop right up. Watch that to make sure that you understand what these answer choices mean, because that's the tricky part here. Problems themselves are mostly not that bad. It's the answer choices where people get confused during the exam, and you don't want that. You don't want that extra stress in the exam. So I'm going to one more time very quickly go over what these answer choices mean. We talked about a mnemonic. We have a memory device. We have a mnemonic, which is simply 1, 1, 2, bin. Answer choice A means statement 1 alone. Only the statement 1 alone is enough to answer the question that is being asked. B, letter B means only the second statement by itself is alone to answer the second question, to answer the question that is being asked. C means you need both. That's what B is for, both. Either. Oh, I need more room. I need more room. 1, 2, both, either, neither. A, B. And the mnemonic device that we talked about is right here. One, two, bang. So let's go through the problem. Enough of the talk. Number 5 is what I'm doing. It says a certain expressway has exit J, K, L, and M in that order. So let's draw our expressway. J, K, L, and M. The question simply is, what is the road distance from K to L? From K to L is what they're asking. From K to L, this is what they're asking. Let's see what they give us in the first statement. The distance from J to L is 21. J to L is 21. Distance J to L is 21. J to L is right here. Well, let's first understand what is being asked before. Obviously, as you can tell, you're telling me the distance from this station to that station is 21 miles. Does not tell me what the distance is from this station K to station L or exit K to exit L. It's not going to help us. As you can clearly see, that information is completely worthless. So this is the first thing I should have done. AD, BCE. AD, BCE. You should always do that first. I forgot it. Always write down AD, BCE, because the answer choices, there are only two possibilities how things are going to turn out. Either it's going to be, correct answer is going to be from this group or from this group. So does the first statement help us? Knowing the distance from J to L, does that help us in determining what the distance from K to L? Of course not, because we do not know the distance from J to K. If we knew the distance from J to K, we could subtract that distance from 21 and get K to L. But we don't. So the first statement is useless. Statement 1 is useless. Which means the answer choice cannot be A or D. It has to be B, C or E. Let's look at second statement. Second statement tells me the distance from K to M is 26. Distance from K to M is 26. K to M. Let me put that in a different color so you can actually I'm not sure how different this color actually looks. Is 26. Now let's talk about it. If I simply tell you, now you have to forget everything that we heard here, you have to erase your memory. If I simply tell you the distance from station K to station M is 26 miles, will you be able to tell me what the distance is from K to L? Of course not. The same argument would hold. In order for me to figure out the K to L, I need to know the distance from L to M. If we knew the distance from L to M, we will simply subtract it from the 26 and get our remaining K to L. But we don't. This distance is not given to us. So this statement also by itself is useless. That tells me that the answer is also not B. The answer choice has to be either C or E. Either we need both of the statements together and that will be enough to answer the question that is being asked, which we'll see in a second, or the answer will turn out to be E, which tells me that neither of those statements is useful to answer the question. Either separately or together, doesn't matter, neither of those statements are useless, and neither of those statements are useful. So let's put them together. So now I know the distance from J to L is 21, and I know the K to M is 26. Does that help us determine where K is? What the distance from K to L is? The answer is no. The answer is no, because we do not know the relative position of K. Where is the K located? It depends on the position of the K. Think of this as a ruler. Okay, watch this. I found some. Look, think of this as oh geez, this is freaky. This is exactly the same. This is more than freaky. This is spooky. My chopstick happens to be the exact same length. Think of this. This chopstick is from J to L. That's 21. That's fixed. That's given to us. It is fixed. That distance 21 from J to L right here is fixed. It's given to us. Similarly, we are told that K to L, K to M. Oh, this is more than spooky. My God. Oh well. This is freaking me out. How can it be the exact same length that I just drew? Anyway, so this distance from K to M is 26. That is also fixed. What we do not know is where does this ruler begin? This distance right here. This is K. You see, this is K. So if this is J to L and this is K to M, the distance that is being asked is K to L. But I do not know if the ruler is. It could be like this. It could be like this, or it could be like that. So it could be like this. We do not know the relative position of it, and depending on where I move the ruler, see this overlapping part, the overlapping part is K to L. And that overlapping portion we do not know because we do not know where K is. K could be way over here, in which case the distance will be very short, or K could be way over here. K could be way over here, in which case the overlapping part will be very high, very large. That overlapping portion is K to L, and we do not know. We do not know where K is. We do not know where K is sitting. Is it sitting here, or is it sitting here, or is it sitting here, or is it sitting there? If it's sitting there, the distance from K to L will be very tiny. So the answer is, since we do not know the relative position of K, we cannot answer this question. It is impossible. Let me look at the clock in the back, and I'm gonna, if I have the time, if I feel like it, I might actually do it one more time. in a little bit more academic way. Instead of this, I'm doing it in an intuitive way. I hope this was helpful. I want to do it one more time in a little bit more academic way, in a little bit more mathematical way. Just give me a second. Oh boy, I don't know how, but amazingly I have consumed 10 minutes already. Let me quickly do it the mathematical way that I was talking about. See, think of this j, let me do it here. Think of this j as 0. This is 0. And telling me that k to L is 21 is same as saying that L is 21. L equals 21. So in the first statement they tell us this part means that L equals 21. Because we are assuming that we are starting with j, we are not assuming that, we are starting with j and I'm assuming that that's your 0. So we're starting with point 0, therefore 0 to L is 21, which is same as saying L is 21. Simply knowing that L is 21, distance L is 21, does that tell me what is k to L? K to L, that there is what they're asking, which is same as saying what we're trying to figure out is L minus k is what we're trying to figure out. Does that tell us what is L minus k? The answer is no, of course. How can I figure out L minus k? Simply telling me what L is does not help me figure out what is L minus k. This information is useless. That's the first statement. In the second statement, they go on to tell us that k to m is 26, which is same as saying that m minus k is 26. Well, if you tell me that m minus k is 26, can I answer this question, L minus k? Of course not. How am I going to figure out, based on this information, how can I figure out L minus k? You can see algebraically that it doesn't help us. Putting them together, this equation and this equation again, knowing that L is 21 and m minus k is 26, is not going to help us find L minus k, no matter how we manipulate the equations. It's impossible, because we do not know what k is. We need to know k. That's all. That's all. I hope you found it helpful. I don't know how good of a job I did, but I hope you found it helpful. Or at least you're not as confused as you were in the beginning, because that'll be not good. Because the purpose is not to make you more confused. Although sometimes I have a talent of doing exactly that, because sometimes I end up explaining too much. Anyway, I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, face-to-face tutoring, I do tutoring face-to-face, I do tutoring over the telephone, and I also tutor over the internet through Skype. If there is anything at all that I can help you with in your preparation for GMAT, go to my website at www.for4gmat.com and send me an email. Or you can also go to www.keshwaniprep.com and send me an email from there. Alright? I'll see you in the next video for number 6.